How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Planet Coaster 2. And today we are back in the only Midwest adventure. My first, kind of official park. It's a franchise park, so still amazing. Excited to get, I just really wanted to work on it today, so, look at her lifeguard here. That's a guy that is committed to his job. That's for sure. Making sure everyone's safe here at the tipping bucket. 100%. Alright, if we go through here, I did add some new slides. We got some new ones here that were added. I actually made these this morning, earlier today, all off screen. But actually, I did record it, but that I didn't have time to edit any videos or anything like that before I had to go into work, unfortunately. So, still don't have. Didn't have any videos come up today because of that, but it's all good. We're here live, so y'all can see this real time and in action. So I think I also added this pizza pin earlier too. So nice. A mega slide. What counts as a mega slide? I'm not very water park savvy. Or water park, I'm not a big water park person, so I should actually probably test these. I haven't tested them yet. Let's check them out. Can't wait till we get actual water slide physics come into the game. That'll be awesome when we do get those. That one would be fun. Got a pretty good excitement rating about this one. The blue one's a little bit more exciting. Pretty cool. Anyways, welcome to the stream, guys. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Test out the antique water coaster. What do you mean test it out? I'm not gonna build any. I can't right now because I don't even think I have it unlocked. I might. Oh, actually, no, I don't. Yeah, I haven't even done the research. I'm in a franchise park. I'm not in Sandbox, so. Be in the franchise. This park actually has had the best guest flow, I think, out of all the parks. It's still quite a bit of congestion here and stuff, but of course we don't have any more of the park built yet, so the main stuff that we have is the water park and then the Ferris wheel right now. But I feel like it's gotten crowded here a little bit, but not as bad as some of the other stuff I've done, so I feel like this park, I'm really excited to see where it ends up at, because so far, fingers crossed, people are still riding the slides. I know that's a bug that ends up happening. They usually ride them at first, so I'm not killing you. Here's the thing. It's either stream now or not stream at all, because I have to work myself, so and I have to work all day, so I don't get any time to stream. And I've been trying to I really want to stream a lot, if not nightly. I'm trying to stream every night if I can, or every day if I can, but it's it's either late night streams or no streams at all. You know, that's kind of where I'm at right now, unfortunately. That's how it's gotta be, unfortunately. Not my choice, really. Yeah, we're gonna have a good stream tonight. I'm pretty excited, so. Because we got a lot of stuff that we're doing here in Midwest Adventure. This is like my so far my proudest creation that I've done so far in the game is this park, and there's not like a whole lot of inspiration that went into this park so far. Like, most of the time I like to get inspiration from stuff, but mostly it's just been on the fly kind of build. There's no plan. And usually I would like to have some sort of plan going into my parks, but this one's just kind of like make a nice amusement park, like nothing too heavy on the theming or anything, just make some nice stuff. Kind of what it's been for this park so far. Just a momento. Just a momento. Gotta make sure we're putting plenty of trash cans around. That's for sure. But guest flow's been pretty decent for this park so far. I'm pretty happy with that. Are these on level ground? They can be. Let me make sure I got the right texture, though. Nice. Let's flow them together, then. Oh, that's not gonna work. Right there. Okay, and then we might use the edit tool. Can we pull this out anymore? Yeah, that'll work. Maybe see if the rounding tool will help us out. Yeah. That's pretty good. By make a slide, you mean using every special what? What? What's up, J Trains? Also is in the chat too. Check out the Frontier Workshop. Thinking about making like an extra queue line for this one, but I'm not sure yet. But when it comes for these drop slides, I always like add on to the platform a fake piece because it puts them. You have to put them in the front, and they enter from the back, which makes no sense in real life. Like in real life, you enter from the front. So I make a kind of like a false platform in the front to make it look like they're built into it, kind of like they are in real life. So. From Brazil, that's awesome. I've been enjoying your live streams of Planet Coaster every day before you sleep. You must have great creativity, inspire me a lot with my park. Well, I appreciate the kind words. Glad to have you here. Can't say I have a lot of people from Brazil watching me. It's pretty cool. I love seeing lots of different unique viewers from around the world. Really, it's awesome, you know. And typically, I'm really bad at like. I used to not be able to go super long periods of time before I have to like. You know, really couldn't usually. I used to not really be able to play like more than like 2 hours before I get like, wouldn't say burnt out, but like, it'd be tough sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, you just kind of get creative burnout. But the hype of Planet Coaster 2 has got me to where I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep going. Never stop. I will play forever at this point. At least that's what I feel like. Man, I can't tell you how much of quality of life it is to have this new path tool. Queues are the only one I'm a little bit iffy about, but at the same time, not too much, because you can do so many cool things with them as at the same time that we couldn't do in Planet Coaster 1. The main gripe I have is just the getting these square edges is a lot more of a pain. There's not an option to just have square edges, so you have to go in here with the edit tool and make them square yourself. But you can still, the cool thing about it is you can manipulate it. Love your content. Do you play on PC or console? PC. Ain't nobody limiting me. No offense to console players. You know, I've seen a lot of amazing console players, but I can't have the piece limit. It's just not gonna happen with me. I can't have that. There ain't no way. That would drive me nuts. Those for you, I don't know if any of you guys are on console, but I'm definitely interested to know if did they increase the piece count for Planet Coaster 2? I know Planet Coaster 1, you know, you have your, there's the Oswald counter, whatever it is. Does anybody know what the limit is? I never actually had seen what the limit is. You play on Xbox? Do you guys know what it is? I have to say, you have to have a lot. I feel like you have to have a lot of skill to play on, at least, especially if you're playing with a controller. Like, you guys are very, very talented to be able to even play the game with a controller. Even if I was on console, I would have to have a mouse and keyboard to play a game like this. Is it actually better? I was curious if it was around the same or if it was actually higher up, since the game is better optimized than the first game. I was curious about that. That is nice to hear that they upped it a little bit for console players. That's really good for console players. I love that. Feels the same to us. Oh, you're saying it's the same, so I don't know. Who knows? Who honestly knows? I'm not sure. I know it's something that a lot of people don't like, but I mean, they wouldn't put it there if it wasn't necessary. It's got to be, the game's got to be stable on console. Like, I think they have to do that. Like, if they had the option, I'm sure they wouldn't put limits on console players. I think it's just something they have to do, unfortunately. And some people were worried that they were going to put a limit on PC as well. I'm glad they didn't, though. Because us PC players, we like to push our system to the limits. You know. Back by the... It's definitely going to be up, as it's not, you know, backed by the Xbox One and PS4 next gen only. Yeah, it is next gen only. So it doesn't have to be held back from those old gen systems. Last gen. I love being able just to edit those pieces when they're kind of like awkward. It's very nice. I'm trying to have some like a little bit of terrain in my park. I don't want it to be just flat. I feel like that's just more realistic. So I'm trying my best to have some like terrain elements in my park, and it's a lot so much easier to work with this pathing system on that. So love it so much better. It's amazing. Alright, should we do planters here or just keep it like this with the curves? I think we're going to just keep it there and just put in some foliage. Let's get some nice bushes. Something that looks nice. Maybe some more palm trees. Can't have enough palm trees. Let's put in some. Alright, like us, I could get about 10 to 11 coasters in with moderate theming and thrill rides. I mean, that's pretty solid. If I got holiday detailed, I could do maybe 6 full-size coasters. That's still reasonable. Only issue I'm having at the moment, all the new players on the Frontier servers on Xbox making it crash and slow from time to time, but that's expected in new games, to be honest. Yeah, I haven't had hardly any optimization issues with mine. Like, everything's been running very smoothly for me, personally, and it's been incredible for me. I have nothing but praise for the optimization on the game right now. I have my frame rates are amazing. No issues there. Everything's been running great on my PC, so I've very happy. And the load times are almost non-existent. Like, I'm so used to like having to wait quite a few minutes sometimes for my parks to load. I kid you not, I haven't waited more than 10 seconds loading in any park yet. Again, I don't have like, I haven't loaded any, I mean, there's nothing like, we haven't loaded any like mega parks yet, but I'm curious to see like this park, for instance. I'm going to try and continue it and see where it ends up in the end, you know. Did you build another water slide? We're probably going to. I'd like to get started on a lazy river. I have not really done a lazy river yet. As for water slides, what else should we put in here? We have like one of those tall slides, and then we have some drop slides here. What would be another good slide to put in? Anyways, what do you guys think? If I was to build another slide, I do want to do something like a water coaster as well, but absolutely love water coasters, and I definitely would love to put one in here. Anyways, I'm at 92% with 9 flat rides and 8 coasters. One being full theme indoor coaster, one that being on the work is fully custom supported, and rest are fully themed. Gotcha. Who's your favorite YouTube besides you? Ooh, I don't know if I could really choose one, man. There are so many good ones out there. It's really hard to just choose one YouTuber. I mean, I wouldn't have chosen myself anyway, so ain't no way I would choose me. Raft one. Capper runs great for being at 92. That's good. Good to hear about that. Always do nature stuff first, and it's about 5 to algorithm to see lacks nature elements from the scenery. Do a tutorial video for the basic controls on mouse and keyboard. I don't know. Oh, and the water park 2 is in the park. Oh, you have a water park as well. Just did a lazy river yesterday. Nice. Maybe a mat racer. Mat racers would be a good idea. Mine, raft. Raft would be good. I feel like I could do the raft for maybe the water coaster. Maybe. We'll see. The big raft one with that can fit like 6 people on it. Maybe just 3 simple slides land into a pool for the next slides. My theme is going to be more of a forest river theme, tropical beach, or beach tropical, typical beach tropical. That's cool. I like I like doing something different. That'd be awesome. Hey, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. Indeed. Scenery is pretty much like maybe 8% of your cap. Oh, wow. Already have 65 hours in the game. Nice. I'm just as obsessed. I'm like mid 80s right now. I think I'm at a little over 84, 85 hours at the moment. Already did 65. I just wrote. Hey, welcome to the stream. Anyways, trying to convert from controller to keyboard, and I don't know the quick keys. I mean, there's not too many. Oh, sorry. I just bumped my microphone. There's not too many. I mean, WASD, move around, and then your mouse button for rotate. And I mean, there's not like a ton. And then your T is your camera. You can change your camera. And then I think spacebar. Yeah, spacebar is pause. You know, I mean, there's not a ton in there. It's now Monday. Not for me yet. I still got less than an hour for myself. Personally, because I'm in a different time zone. Time travel, you know? All that fancy time travel stuff. I'm gonna maybe smooth this out. Maybe pull a tiny bit here. Not much. I just kind of want to smooth that edge out a little bit. Very, very nice. Greetings from Ann Arbor. Oh, wow. Hello, hello. Guess I should check the vertical stream. No one has said anything on the vertical stream. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. Always, I appreciate you guys showing up to these streams. I'm trying to stream a lot. I know I didn't get any videos out today. I've been a little bit busy with work. But I got some stuff recorded. But I'm still working on... I haven't got anything edited, so... I gotta work again tomorrow, and I've had to work till close both these last 2 days. So it's just like, I'm really trying to stay committed to try and get as much content out as I can. But at the very least, we are here to get these streams going. So you can definitely count on that. Like, even if it's late, we'll try and get a stream in. Even if it's a short stream, you know. Been trying to do some pretty long streams. I think like yesterday we streamed for maybe 2.5 hours, which is still pretty long, especially how late it was yesterday because we were open till 10 yesterday, so I didn't. I had to start the stream pretty late. Add a lot of foliage. I love how I have a scenery brush, but sometimes I like to be precise in these like little spots here. I have a specific need for use for the scenery brush overall. I mean, I could easily use it, but it's gonna intersect with some of my stuff, and I'm just like, I'm touchy with that. So I am excited to use the scenery brush for some stuff, but some might be crazy. Like, why didn't you just use the scenery brush for this area? Like to just go through here, lots of various bushes and maybe a couple of more palm trees and stuff here. Ooh, I haven't used that one yet. A lot of different new palm trees in the game. Makes sense, but Man, just being able to scale some of this stuff up. Do different scaling pieces and such. It's a dream, man. Can't forget about the rocks. I haven't really done many rocks lately. I really haven't. I've kind of neglected the rocks lately. I just love how I can just be like, oh, that's a little bit too big or too small. I can just, and then just boom. See, this is about the only time I have scenery drop or frame rate drops. Sometimes when I'm building stuff or in the build menu, just slightly, but it's not like anything crazy. I haven't had anything game breaking or anything that goes, oh, that's ridiculous. You know, it's all been fine. It's all been fine. Completely manageable still. Bam, ba, dum, bum. All right, looking pretty solid. Anyways, rocks. Will you eventually put a monorail in? Probably not for this park, no. Not a monorail, at least. I wouldn't say. Probably not a monorail. Anyways, but you know, I say it a lot in streams, but like, thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate it. And if you guys love Planet Coaster 2 content and stuff, just in general, don't forget to subscribe, because we are going to be putting out a lot. We're going to be streaming. We're going to do all of it. Yeah. I hope you guys have been enjoying the game just as much as I have. I have been having so much fun with the game, and I just can constantly just keep playing, or keep thinking about my next, what I'm going to be doing next, you know. I think this right now, this park is kind of like my priority at the moment. In franchise mode. So we're going to kind of focus on it for a bit. I know it's not the big, you know, epic park that I'm planning currently, because I am planning a insane park. You know, that's going to be like very much inspired by Epic Universe in Orlando. I'm very excited for that park, but I want to make sure I'm ready to do that park before I actually do it. So that's very important. So I think doing like a kind of like a generic park like this is going to help my schools overall and get them to where I want. Is not straightened out, so. But a funnel slide. You set up triggers for a flag to rise on the side of the slides when someone reaches the bottom. It wouldn't be functional, of course, but it would look like a racing slide setup. You could kind of do something. We have those, remember we have those animated pieces where you can actually animate anything in the game. And you can actually trigger them too. That's how I made the tipping bucket it has the piece that rotates. We have pieces that rotate. We got pieces that go up and down. And you can change the animation on them as well. So you have options. And I think those pieces are like game changing. Like that's gonna allow so much. I've already used it a lot, like on my dark ride. Like I made a kind of a Medusa themed dark ride, and which hopefully I can have time to finish that because I was almost done with it. But I put Medusa on this little thing, and she goes up and down. And I did a special track, the seesaw track, and it makes it look like she's making the track go back and forth. It was a pretty cool effect. It made me like excited. Anyways, we're gonna get that scenery rating up. These have scenery ratings on the slides. No, but they do have pretty high prestige. That's good to see. Anyways, but you just got the game. Any tips? My main tips is just like go in and build stuff, and get familiarized with the new mechanics and everything like that. I don't know if I have like any great tips, but always, again, my biggest tip is if you're trying to build realistically, always just find inspiration for your stuff, like stuff that you want to model, off of. Go out there and like inspire stuff off of stuff, but at the same time, kind of make it your own. This park I haven't really had like a ton of inspiration, so. But that's alright. Watch a building tour real quick and learn the hotkey general. Yeah, and then my biggest tip I think is just like do smaller projects before you get into your dream projects. Like I have a dream project I really want to do. I'm excited to do it. It's my the one project I've been talking about, but like I'm making sure I'm ready before I get into it. Otherwise, you're going to kind of disappoint yourself a little bit. So, yeah. This version can play co-op multiplayer. So there's like a multiplayer function in Planet Coaster 2, but like you have to play asynchronously. You can't play together in the park at the exact same time, but you can share your parks with other people and they can work on them as you go. So like I could be working on this park and then I can upload it, and then the person that I'm in the collab with can also have access to work on it as well. So it's still really nice and really cool. It's easier to do like collaborations and stuff, but you can this function's currently available on the franchise mode, and you can do a sandbox collab as well. As far as I know, I haven't tried the sandbox, and I don't actually know where to go to do it, but alright, those are pretty cool slides. But hopefully they get some of the bugs worked out on some of these. How is $43 a bargain? What? It wants me to charge $43 for that slide? What on earth? That has to be broken. There's no way. That has to be broken. That has to be broken. Wait, the price on these are $26? Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I was doing it on those. What's a premium? $55? It wants me to charge $40 just to go on the slide? There's no way. What? You know what? I mean, if they pay it, like, and that's the bargain. If they pay it, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. If the guests will actually pay that much for this slide, they are more than welcome to. Okay? Oh my gosh, they're actually entering. That is criminal, but okay. I mean, they're going to it, and no one's actually turning around. So, alright. Look at this, people are actually riding this ride. I hope it stays that way. I hope it doesn't end up with glitch on those slides, because we have the slide glitch where they think the queue line is super long for some reason when no one is even in the line. It's actually really weird. If you charge a lot to get into the park, all the prices of the rides will go to 0. Yeah, I think, do we even have park entrance fee? I think we have, yeah, the ticket's 0. I think that's why, is because it's free entry with paid rides. If I did full price, it would be $146. Oh my gosh. I'm glad that the crowds are pretty well spaced out. Like I said, there's a little congestion here at the entrance, but nothing like it has been in some of them. Like towards the Ferris wheel. I think once we get more stuff in the park, that will kind of fix a lot of that to begin with. Still need to finish this bar over here. I haven't really messed with it that much. So these are already serviced. That's a distributor, so it's just the water pump. Are we clean here? Yes, we are getting clean. Perfect. New rides and things with high demand. Well, see, I think it is more realistic to charge for your entrance rather than charge for the rides. But hey, if they're willing to pay $44 for a slide, I ain't gonna stop them. If they're about ready to pay that, they are more than welcome to. Alright, I do kind of want to do, again, try and throw in a lazy river here. I might have it go back and around here. I want to stay on this side over here for the water park. If we can. One thing I do like about this game is when you refurbish a ride, it will let you let the guests finish the ride before closing. Yeah, that's a little bit nice. That is nice. Oh my gosh, these slides are popular. Look at that. Stairway's almost completely full. Nice. Got our tipping bucket. Oh, yeah, I put the sequencer over here. I gotta remember that. Ooh. Do you have a guest services for the water park? I mean, like a guest service building? Or like the guest services? Yeah. I got one right here, and then I also got one at the entrance as well. Which I haven't actually opened these ones, but they've just been closed. I just kept the one open over here. And then I got lots of changing rooms over here. Very, very much so. Alright. Let's keep on rolling. Alright, so we go to pools, create custom. And then as for like a lazy river, I think the most realistic depth is the wading. I feel like it should be just a little bit deeper though. Because I feel like wading, like it should be in between wading and swimming. But for lazy rivers, we usually do the line builder. Maybe do, let's see, what should we do on the width? 6 looks pretty good. Gotta find a good entrance area. Maybe I can put it with that. We'll go from there. Checking Discord. Sorry. Sometimes 3 monitors isn't enough monitors, but... Alright, hold on. I will be right back, guys. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. In the meantime, you guys can enjoy this view of the new slide. So, be right back. If anyone asks, let them know I'll be right back. Alright, we back. Hey, where'd he go? I'm right here. What you mean? I've been here the whole time. I had to go do something real quick, but I'm back. Alright, we were just about to do a lazy river. Alright, we'll do 6. And line style, let's do curve. Edge type, let's keep it on infinity for now. Connections square. Swimmy, and then depth. Let's do, should we do weighting? I don't know, I feel like we put the jets in there because we got to do some water jets. So water jets on. They're already on, so repetition, jets rotation. Okay, let's do this one. I think we're ready to go now. Fixed length, let's go ahead and turn fixed length off. Oh, I kind of want to curve a little bit around here. We'll have an entrance right here. We could have one of those lazy rivers where you can, like, it has, like, multiple entry and exit points. So, like, it kind of almost like you can go through here to get around the park. Should be kind of fun. Angle snap too. Let us be free. And that actually costs a lot more money than I thought. Like that was like $600 for that piece. Dang. Lazy rivers cost a lot. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy here though. Like mainly just kind of go around here. Have its own little area. Weave around a little bit. And make sure, yep, it does have the jets, the water jets. It's going the way I want, so that's good. Alright, we own land all the way out there. Alright, so we're just gonna go right around here. And to kind of finish us off, we're gonna go here. That's a nice little lazy river. You've been working on it almost every day. Try to be as realistic as possible. I try to as well. Once in a while, I like to do some unrealistic things just for fun. But I tend to try and stay on the realistic side for my builds. That's pretty cool. I kind of want to do some, like, potential, like, nice rock work around here. Yeah, you can see we got our jets. Which give us a nice current for our guests. But I kind of want to do a little bit of an entrance here. This will kind of come down. I'll have to kind of prep the terrain here, potentially, though. Maybe. Alright, can we snap? We should be able to snap paths to these, right? Not that I really need to. Actually, we need to go to the pool builder because we're going to do like an opening here for the lazy river. Kind of like an entry point. Let's do a path. That way there's paths on the end. Can I use the advanced move? Oh, there it goes.
It's like, I want to use that. See if we can maneuver our way with the edit tool. Potentially, and we're gonna have to change. We're gonna change the depth as well, because we need it to like kind of flow into here as well. So if we take these, why is there a point here? Why is there a point right there? That's weird. That's kind of, wait, what is going on? Why is that? What's with this bump? Why is there a bump there? Need to work on my more building around my cues, because I like how you did yours. I'm still really new to the game, learning, getting lots of ideas. Nice. Yeah, sometimes it could be, again, getting the square edges is a little bit of a learning curve, but it is possible. I wish we just had the option for him, but we do not, so we're just gonna have to do what we do our thing, you know. So, all right, so let's curious what that was gonna do. Okay, so that actually pushes the terrain back. We need to set this up with the pads that we have here, and let's do the line builder with minimum width. I'm gonna go down here. See if maybe I can get that to blend. There we go. That's a little bit more what I was hoping. Maybe we can get that a corner like that. And then make a nice little pool entrance here. Pool entrance, you know what I'm saying? Just a nice little entrance for it. That can be attached here. Maybe we should do infinity. We're gonna start with the, maybe start with the shallow here. Okay, and then we're gonna do weighting. Too steep. What's too steep? What are you talking about, too steep? That doesn't make sense. What is too steep? What are you talking about? I don't know. Let's go to our terrain tool and maybe try and flatten it. See if that helps. But thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have had a wonderful Sunday. Appreciate you guys so much for being here during tuning in on the stream. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, if you love Planet Coaster 2. Because we're gonna Planet Coaster 2 it up. If that ever was a thing. lots of more Planet Coaster 2 content. Just on the way. So if you love Planet Coaster 2, you love Planet Coaster, you love roller coaster, you like theme parks, you know? That's what we do around here. It's kind of our thing. All right, end of day report. Hey, we made it to day 2. Congratulations to us. I might have to rethink this. Okay, terrain. Push some of this down. Maybe turn the intensity down a little bit. Let's try and just push it out of the way and just do what we need to do here. Oops. Trying to make that nice and beautiful. Be a little difficult sometimes. Maybe if we delete this here, we can smooth that out. Or connect it together flawlessly. Maybe we can fill this in. It's gonna be a little difficult. It'll be a little bit of a pain. Still gonna try, though. Sometimes if you're lucky, you can do just enough. See, there's a little dip there. Terrain can still be a little tricky at times to figure out. Almost wish we had like a height tool. I don't know if the edit you can do anything, but where you can like pull this down to connect with it. That would be nice. All right, let's delete that. Delete that. Maybe we just maybe that was the thing, and then maybe the easiest thing might just be to use the edit tool. See if that will blend together. Yeah, boom. That was I'm still learning new things. The edit tool. Boom. Made life so easy right there. I'm still learning new tricks with this pathing tool. It's an amazing tool. But it does have that little bit of learning curve, and then once you figure out what tools to use at what points, it makes a huge difference. Like boom. I didn't think about just pulling it over, and it just threw it together. Like I said, just takes a little bit. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I thought I was on the smooth tool. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of messing around here and there. We're good. Perfect. I'm still not the best at like editing the depths of the pool, like transitioning the depths. That's something I'm still trying to figure out. Because this still is kind of weird and awkward. Like, I'd rather this be straightened out, if that makes sense. And then, like, the depth change doesn't start until right here. Guests are desperate. Alright, so I think I'm going to try and start over here. Let's just try this out again. That was 6. Alright. Oops. wrong depth. So if I go maybe higher, I can match here. What if I did shallow from here to here? Will it transition it really well? No, it just does that. Okay. Or we could do the same depth, and then when we edit over here, because you can edit, the tool edit, you can actually do custom depths like that. There we go. That's the move right there. That's what I want. See, I like how you can do that, because you can really get precise with your depths. Get rid of that jet. And let's get rid of these two here, because I forgot I still had them on, but that's kind of what I wanted. And then we could potentially round this off, kind of like that. Yeah, I like that. Doesn't have to be symmetrical or anything, but just like a nice flow in here. That's a lazy river entrance right there, if I ever saw one. I think we kind of figured it out. So, like, again, I haven't done lazy rivers all that much, so... A pool does not have lifeguard coverage. I was gonna say, we're gonna have to have lifeguards around here. The only thing is if I put pads up here just for the lifeguards, guests will just jump out and use them. Alright, so we'll put a lifeguard here. So what we want to do is angle snap. We'll do fixed length. Nice and short. And then that's it. So if I put this here, basically I just want to place a spot there for lifeguard. And we'll just do the standing ones. It's going to be a lot to cover every single spot, though. But then I also have to make sure that the lifeguard can leave, too. I shouldn't use it, but it still has to connect some way, though. I mean, I guess I could do a path that's, like, outside here and not connected to it, but could do a staff path. Here we go. This is the move. Do a staff path. I don't know if you can place those on staff paths. Maybe? I don't know if you can place lifeguards on them or no. Like these pieces. Can you place these on here? It looks like you can. So like I can put him here. Like that's his area. That's his spot. And then maybe I can do like a hidden staff area in here, so we can have like this area, so we can put like a little staff building in here. I mean, they don't need to technically leave. Uh-oh. Water filtration. No clean water. Ah! Need another water filter. Need it for the lazy river too, so. I don't want to put it next to the queue though, that wouldn't be good. We'll put it, needs to cover, be close enough to cover that as well, so. Here's what we'll do, we'll put one here. Okay. Gotta connect it still. Ah. Go. Then we'll hide this. We'll put a fence right here. And then we could use a line builder. Link 0. Snap. And then there'll be, this will basically be a, I don't even have to make it a staff path, technically. I'm just gonna, it just needs to be accessible to our lifeguards. That's all. If we, I'm hoping I can decorate this up enough so it looks good. That's the only thing. Maybe put some like nice foliage in between this path and the river. Let's test it before we go too far though. So like if I go and almost like a hedge, maybe like one of these hedge pieces or something. Just something that looks kind of nice. Kind of blocks them from seeing this path. I can probably make this path a little skinnier too if I really wanted to. Could make it work. I feel like you're gonna have to need a ton of lifeguards for a lazy river though. That's just my observation, though. That's what it seems like. It's gonna take a lot of them. Also kind of use these. It's further back than I thought it was. Is it placing it further back than when I place it? No. Confusing me a little bit there. We'll get a lazy river. Yeah, we'll just basically this will be a little lifeguard path for when they're monitoring their lazy river. And then in the middle here, we can have like a staff building. And it'll just be like a little lifeguard hub in the middle. And then they can never go home. They'll be stuck here forever. I mean, because technically that'll work. The only thing is if someone's drowning, I don't know if they can jump into the pool if it's not connected with the path. I just thought of that. So, like, since there's a gap here, I don't think they can jump into the pool. We might have to connect a couple spots wherever the lifeguards are sitting. So, like, I would have to connect a small spot here just so they have access to jump into the pool or into the river. So, I just thought of that. They're gonna have to be able to jump in. Just thought of that. Not gonna lie. You know, we'll make it work. We're here to figure stuff out because I'm trying to do a lot of the stuff I'm testing out a lot of the stuff that I haven't done yet in the game, so that way I have kind of better knowledge of things in general for when we do them next time. You know, that way we're always going to be ready to go. Do guests drown? They don't necessarily drown, like die and drown, but they do have points where they need assistance from the lifeguards, and the lifeguards got to go in and save them. But they won't physically, like, actually drown. You can't actually kill anybody. Sometimes I remember that. This is your home now. Yeah, this is gonna be the lifeguard's paradise. We're gonna call it a paradise. Okay, they'll never need to leave again. Because this legit is their home now. They live here forever. There's his little platform to jump in if he needs to. But yeah. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. But appreciate you guys being here. Really, really enjoying working on this park. It's been amazing. I don't know how big I'll make this park. I guess we'll just kind of play it by ear. There's like, again, this park doesn't really have much of a plan to it. It's just more of a, kind of like a testing ground park, I guess you could say, like, where I'm kind of doing stuff for the first time, like, again, lazy rivers, stuff like that. Just stuff that I haven't done before. Trying to get my feet wet into some stuff. Alright, and this water should be getting cleaner again. So, yeah. Could have, like, a couple of entry points if we build the water park back this way. Maybe we'll have, like, another one on this corner, maybe. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Oh, wow, we're up to 3.9 now on our park rating. Let's go. That's pretty hype. People still going on this slide? It's lightened up a lot, but there are people still entering the queue. I love that I'm actually charging for these slides too. $9.42 for this. Would you pay $9 to go down this mini slide? Because they would. Oh, I still had the fixed sun on. Didn't realize that. Haven't had anybody go in the lazy river just yet. Thinking about putting down some floaties and stuff like that. Well, he said, nah. Nah, not gonna do it. That's what he's like, nah. I don't really feel like it. Our props. Cool decorations. Thinking about just putting like because you'll see them like piled up in real life sometimes. Yes, go into the lazy river. Hopefully they go the correct way. They're all going to the left. You should be going to the right. Don't go against the current. Why are they all going against the current? Not supposed to do that. Potato. Grab yourself a little ring. Yeah, like why do they, you could see them flowing that way. Like, why are you swimming against the current? What's degrading? Don't degrade. Please don't degrade. Emergency. I don't even see anyone near it. I don't know if I have a mechanic that even goes to it. Not sure. Let's take a little closer look at our staff, because I don't think I have one with that staff zone. Let's just have an open mechanic that can do anything. Can you service that, please? And not just walk away? Okay, there's the one. There, Kevin. They're on the way. Hey, he's got his floaty. Nice. Ba-dum bum, ba-dum bum. Ba-da-ba-dum, ba-dum bum. Foliage Saloon 3 has a long queue time. Oh, here he goes again. Are they not going to go on this one just because they think that? Hopefully not. Hopefully they'll actually still ride it. Sploosh. Looks quite nice. I think I might do some rock work over here on this little cliffside. Since we've kind of neglected our rock work overall. Potato. Make up your mind. Do you want to use your inner tube or not? I don't really want to go through the thing. If possible. Ba-dum bum, ba-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-dum bum. See, we could put like a little waterfall, like a little some splashy stuff there, if we really wanna. Ba-dum bum, ba-dum bum. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-dum bum. There's the music. I was wondering where the music went. Oh, the music gets stopped. I think this is my favorite song out of the whole thing. Bum bum, ba-dum bum. Why do they keep going against the current? I feel like if you have a current, they should not go against it. That is kind of what I wish if you made like lazy rivers and stuff in here. I mean, they're basically kind of like mechanic of just pools. You're just using the line builder to create it. But I feel like if you have the jets in there, they should go with that current instead of... They shouldn't go against the current. I love seeing them in their little tubes, though. Someone's got the unicorn one. Oh, he's got the donut. Yeah, see, they like to jump up here and then jump off. Might need to add more at the beginning. I mean, there's some right there. I mean, maybe I should just add a few more. I already had... I don't know. I feel like no matter what, they're gonna swim where they want. You know what I mean? They're just gonna kind of go wherever. I haven't seen anyone make it all the way around. It's acting like a regular pool, because that's what it is. It's not like its own mechanic. Like, lazy rivers aren't their, like, own mechanic. Maybe that's something they could do. Like, if it was its own mechanic, I feel like it would work a little bit better. Like, it was its own different attraction piece, like, not just built into the same as pools. Because right now, it is literally just a pool. That's all it is, and you're just shaping it out to look like a lazy river, basically. So I guess they're just going to swim in it normally. They're not going to have it as if it's a lazy river, you know? So, maybe that's something they can kind of look into, because, I mean, overall, to me, it's not a big deal. Like, I mean, I think obviously everyone would prefer it that way, but you know, it is what it is. So, not much we can do about it, except let Frontier know, of course. Give them our honest feedback. They float around it like normal lazy river. Is there anything you did special to make that work? Should I maybe try and add more jets? Maybe? They just only go the opposite way if they're trying to get out. Gotcha. Hold on, why are these jets pointed this way? Hold on. Some of the jets are pointed the wrong way. That's not where you're supposed to be pointing. You're supposed to be pointing the other way. Probably because I was building the opposite direction when I was connecting it. That's probably why they're pointing that way. I just use line builder. That's what I did. Make sure the other tab, the jets are on and they're going everything for me. Yeah, I had them on. Like all these were placed by themselves. All these are pointed the other way though. I've just noticed, so maybe that was an issue. My jets are pointed the incorrect way on this side.
think it was just those ones. Maybe that was affecting it a lot. It looks like they're going more this way now. Except for these few people going this way. Okay, let me make sure the rest of my jets are pointed the right way. Looks like we're good now. But basically, I was in the line builder, and then water jets both. Repetition, I had 12, so there's more, right? That would mean there would be more. If we do 4 meters more? Oh. That's weird. That's very deceiving because, like, I feel like if I have more there, like, if the slider's up higher, I feel like there should be more. Like, that's kind of weird. Whatever. Kind of weird. I mean, at this point, I would have to kind of add them manually, but y'all are gonna go this way. Planet Coaster console good or not as good? I mean, PC is always the best way to go. If you have the option, go with PC if you have a good enough computer for it. Because there's going to be limits if you're on console. And I don't have the console edition, so I couldn't tell you about the console edition. I think there's some people in chat that have it on console, so you can ask them maybe. But if you ask me, I'm always going to tell you to go with the PC version. Again, if you have a computer that can run it. Just make sure you meet those requirements. I don't have a PC, that's why I'm asking, because, I mean, if you don't have a PC, I think it's still worth it to get it on console. If that makes sense, like, if you can't afford a PC, or, you know, like, your only option is console, I'd say absolutely go for the console edition. If you're nervous about using a controller, like I would, like, I don't think I could play, I can't play the game with a controller. I actually, like, the PC version actually has controller support, so I actually do use the controller for one thing in the PC version, and that is for, like, getting, like, cinematic shots, because you can actually go have a little more control over the camera when you're, like, doing shots of how fast with the joysticks.
So yeah, I'm on max settings. We are on max settings for sure. See, I haven't experienced any lag yet, but I haven't had any huge parks yet, so we'll see what happens when this park gets bigger. Like, my frame rates have been pretty good so far. Really good, actually. Started a project yesterday inspired by my home park. Nice. That's sweet. Yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. Thank you guys so much for watching, guys. And again, if you haven't, guys, I know I sound like broken record, and you probably hate hearing YouTubers say this all the time, but make sure you subscribe if you want to continue to see this park grow, because we're going to be working on it a lot. This is like my first actual kind of bigger project, and then my actual first planned big project will be afterwards, so you don't want to miss that project, because that's going to be amazing. I can't wait. My big project that I'm planning is going to be a park that is heavily inspired by Epic Universe in Orlando. I'm so excited for that park in real life. I'm going to try and do like quite a few dark rides and stuff. I'm going to have a Viking section, because I love the Viking theme in the game. It's probably my favorite theme to use. I love that theme. It has a lot of cool pieces. Still figuring out everything. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, if you guys are starting out in Planet Coaster 2 and everything, and you have like this big idea for like a dream park or something, don't go straight into it. Make sure you learn the game or figure out a lot of the tricks and stuff in the game first. Really kind of pace yourself a little bit. Familiarize yourself with all the new mechanics. Get everything down first before you really get into those huge projects and those dream projects. Otherwise, you're going to run into stuff and you're going to be like, man, and you might even give up on it, you know? Nah, just pace yourself. Like I started out with like some small things, and now I'm starting on parks now, so you know, I always recommend maybe doing like some of the career mode a little bit. It does have like the little tutorial in that little prologue. It's like it took me a minute to get used to this game, or a little bit, just a minute, you know, a few days to get used to this game, even though I had played Planet Coaster 1 so much. You know, I'm very much used to a lot of the stuff in Planet Coaster 1, but there's a few changes in Planet Coaster 2, so getting used to those kind of mechanics and everything is, it's important to get used to all that stuff. Maybe we can do like a little rock thing going on here. So like we can, let's say we kind of have a little bit of a rock structure. Maybe have like a little rock bridge of some sorts. I don't know, what would you call it? A rock bridge? And they have so many rocks just for like one style too. It's insane. Love it though. Bum, bum, bum. I add some like water effects here and there too. Do we need to put a different lifeguard along the way when building a lazy river? I think you need to have at least a decent amount of coverage. That's what I plan on doing. Like, I don't think you have to have them too crazy often, but... yeah, I think I might add another entrance maybe on the other side when we establish the water park onto this side too, maybe. If we go that far. That way it gives... kind of fills the lazy river a little bit more too. Add a little more coverage. Oh, this guy's enjoying it. He's living life. Living it to the fullest. What are you doing? What is going on? I don't understand anything. Hey, we've cracked 100 viewers on the stream. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate it. Which would be my last coaster in my park. Guess. I've got room for one more. Your last coaster? I mean, I don't know what already you have, so... How does the lifeguard go to his position? So here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be putting like a... so I'm going to have lifeguards in here, and then I'm also going to put like a little staff building on the inside here. They'll have their own little hub on the inside. That's going to be my my idea. So we'll actually probably should put one in now, so that way they're ready to go. Probably need to put a power generator in here too. Or a distributor, not a power generator, a distributor. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to use bamboo pieces here. maybe. Decorations. There we go. Why am I all of a sudden off? What's going on? Why is the grid size off now? What did I do? Did you put the men in the other side, or do they swim in it? I mean, I don't know, like, if they really need to... I don't know if they really need to be on the other side, unless the only thing is if you fire them, then they'll need to leave the park, but other than that, they don't really need to leave, technically, if you ask me. As long as I have all their essentials in the inside here, which I will with, you know, staff building. 92% on the park, so I got room for one more. Got a tilt, become a launch. Okay. Nice. Hold on here. You got some stuff there. So you got a tilt, become a launch, become a rotation, be an invert, corkscrew, wooden PTC, water coaster, and a hyper. Ooh, what could be your last one? Let's see. It's a good question. Have I played franchise mode with anyone yet? I have. This is actually a franchise mode park right now. So this is franchise mode, technically. This is one of my franchise parks. Because as you can see, we are dealing with money. Ooh, what would be a good last coaster for you? Let's take a look at the coasters here. Ooh. You could do a wave coaster. I don't know. B&M, like the B&M Surf. I'd say either that or maybe a water coaster. Something different. Or a multi-dimension, or the Multiverse coaster as well. That one's a fun one. Do some switch tracks. Those are my picks. A water coaster, Multiverse coaster, or what was I thinking? What was the first one I thought of? I don't even remember now. RMC would be a good one too. No doubt. Oh yeah, wave coaster. That's what it was. The wave coaster, or the B&M Surf rather. What's a multiverse coaster? It's the coaster type in the game where you can do switch tracks, drop tracks, tilt track. You can do all the different tracks. It has a lot of special pieces. Which is really cool. So it's got some cool stuff. Let's just put it that way. You can do some pretty cool stuff with it. Getting pretty tired though. I don't know how late I could go tonight, but like it's kind of weird. I feel energetic, but at the same time I'm really tired because I've been working like a lot. Or I've been working the last 2 days quite a bit, and also still trying to still somehow finding time for Planet Coaster 2 at the same time. It's been weird. All good picks. I definitely need switch tracks, so that's probably the winner. Yeah, maybe do the multi. You can't go wrong with the Multiverse coaster. It's definitely one of the more exciting ones to build with or do right at the moment. Alright, so that's going to be our little lifeguard hut, as I'll call it. Where they can take their breaks and all that fun stuff, and so they're well taken care of. That's the main thing. We have a 4.0 rating. Let's go. Park's highly rated. If we could get it to 5, now that would be something special. Guess I do need to connect this here just so they can, lifeguard can, oh, just so the lifeguard can actually access the pool. Looks a little jank, but you know. Da-da-da-da-dum. A couple of those in. Whew. Has everyone had a wonderful Sunday evening? Well, it's probably, yeah, it's not, it's Monday now, so. Yeah, this is starting to like kind of come together, like just overall as a park though. Like we're really starting to establish the water park quite a bit. I'd love to get to the dry park soon too. I'm really trying to like not move on until I get a specific stuff done. So like I don't want to expand too far out over here until like I want to get these empty spots open or empty spots done. Like get kind of this general area all finished before we move on to the other stuff. So that's my goal anyways. Try and push play now. Hide that generator. Or that distributor. But is that your own franchise? I mean, if you're, yeah, I'm assuming you're talking to me, but yes. I mean, I started. This is mine. There's only one other person in this franchise that I have right in this one. I have a few franchises that I'm doing. I have a community one where I have some people from my Discord in it. So we got that one. And then I got this one with one of my other friends that's also on my Discord. He's one of my moderators. Should build a sign for the lazy river. Yeah, I need to make more signs in general for like all my rides and name them and such. I should probably be doing that for all of them. In all honesty. Too many people like the... Now they're walking around up here. I should have known that was going to happen. I guess we'll go that way anyways. I've done it before. They'll still... So if you build a staff path, it's even worse because they'll get up on it, and then they'll act like they're lost. Yeah, so for the community one, I think it's full because you can only have up to 5 people. So I thought about having multiple, but... Okay, they're over there. They're on it. Probably need to do a refurbish on this, though, because it's at 59%. That's pretty bad. Yeah, I think I did try doing staff pads on it one time, and the guests that would still go up on it, and then they would act like they're lost because it's not a path they should be on. I wish you could do the different textures for staff pads, because you only have the one color, or like the one texture. Only thing, I feel like the waiting's like too short. Personally, but maybe it's just me. The staff path on either side of lifeguards. I mean, it just depends if you... I don't know. I haven't decided yet if I want the guests walking on this or not. Maybe it's fine if they do. I'm not sure yet. I haven't really made up my mind yet. They like to just go up here and then just jump back in right away. Right, people still riding this. It looks like the glitch has finally hit this slide. 44 minutes? Come on. Does that look like a 44-minute queue? I don't think so. And I hope they fix that glitch. That's one I really hope they fix soon, because like it really does affect a lot of stuff, like because people aren't riding your slides like just at all. And that's why, because they think the queue is super long when it's not. So, I don't know. It is what it is, I guess, but probably need to work more on this parking lot as I go along too, but so much wrong with the game. I think there's a lot right, though. There's some bugs in there, of course, but they're gonna get fixed. And I know everyone would prefer that the game didn't have as many bugs at launch, but like really what game doesn't these days? It's just how gaming is these days, cuz they can go in and patch it later. And that's just how releases have been. Um it's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. And really the people that play the game right away kind of are in a way beta testing a little bit, because we just they're gonna get all that feedback and and figure out what they need to fix, because sometimes they can't find all the bugs themselves, and sometimes it's us, the players, that end up finding them instead of them. So if you close and reopen the slide, it doesn't work. Nothing works. I haven't found anybody figure it out yet. No one has figured it out. And there's no fix for it yet. They did do the hot fix, but nobody because if you close these and then reopen them, it doesn't matter. Like, the queue time just doesn't change. It just always says 44 minutes. Which is absurd, but that's what it is. Potato. I wonder if they'll go up with this one, because this one only has a 7-minute queue time, according to it. I know, I just closed them because I'm trying to test to see if I can get people to ride them again, so I had to close them and then I'm trying to reopen them. Will never be as good as Planet Coaster 1. I mean, this is built for consoles. Such a shame. So much missing resorts with no hotels. No. Alright, here's your problem. You're comparing Planet Coaster 1 with all its DLC, all of the updates it had, to the base game of Planet Coaster 2. That's what you're doing. And this is what a lot of people did. And I don't blame them for it, okay? I don't blame people thinking that Planet Coaster 1, all the DLC, everything should be in the game and the base game of Planet Coaster 2. I don't blame people for wanting that, and personally, that would be the best case scenario. But what we should be comparing is base game Planet Coaster 1 before any updates with base game Planet Coaster 2 before any updates. And if you compare it that way, Planet Coaster 2 is way, way fuller of a game than what Planet Coaster 1 was. We're going to be getting lots of DLC, free updates, and everything, and the amount of new features that we have compared, there was no hotels in Planet Coaster 1 on day 1. Stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, though? That wasn't a thing. There was no restaurants. Everything like, the things you listed, those things were not in Planet Coaster 1 when Planet Coaster 1 launched. And I think the reason why they're not in Planet Coaster 2 is because they're going to be doing them in a different way that is going to be better, because they weren't that great in Planet Coaster 1 to begin with, and I think they need to be improved. However, Planet Zoo did it really well, if that makes sense. So, like, I'm not blaming, or I think it's very valid for people to have that expectation that Planet Coaster 2 should have all these things already, but I think they're all going to come, but we just have to be a little bit patient, unfortunately. Because you got to remember, they did build the game from the ground up. They didn't just, like, copy and paste everything. They built everything from the ground up, so a lot of those features have to come back into it. This is kind of how I think, so just my thought process. I think it's going to be a little bit rough at the beginning, because we're going to have a lot of stuff that we're going to miss, like, when it comes to features. Like, the biggest one I'm missing right now is the changeable coaster trains, where you could put the coaster trains on other tracks. But it sounds like, I think that's going to be coming soon. We're also getting slide physics, which they're doing a really good job at listening to the community, so the slide price, no, it's just a bug with them not writing it, and no one's figured it out yet. It's because of the queue time. Like, it doesn't matter, no matter what I do, they're not going to write it because they think the line is super long, even though no one's in line. It's just a bug. Like, everyone that's played it has experienced this bug, and it's just not figured out yet. So I have not finished the career mode. I'm kind of slowly doing it. I'm kind of, like, messing with all the modes at the same time. So, like, I've been messing with franchise a lot. I've been doing a lot of franchise mode. Really like franchise mode a lot. But yeah, I think overall, I'm having such a good time with this game, though. Like, I don't see myself going back to Planet Coaster 1. It's just going to take a few years before it gets to on par with Planet Coaster 1. And I understand, like, the concerns with, like, they built it with console in mind, which could limit the PC players a little bit. But at the same time, it is really cool to be able to have that cross-platform stuff. So it's a 44-minute walk up the stairs. It's true. But I think it was just still on Planet Coaster 1, and still undecided to buy it because feedback is 50-50. And, you know, that's totally fair. Like, I don't blame people that don't want to move to the second game yet. They might want to wait until it's a more full game, until they get all those features back and more. And I think that's totally valid, for sure. And I don't blame that. Like, me personally, I had to have the game right away, because just some of the new features are just amazing. Being able to attach scenery to coaster trains, the smoothing tool is so much better. There's so many things that are better, and the new features that are better, but, you know, you still have some of those things that are still missing, like Theme Maker's Toolkit, which I don't know if that will make it back in. Custom media files, those are coming, but just in a later update. So So, and again, it's totally valid for people not, but the game is so well optimized too. That's one thing that really, reason why I can't go back to Planko 1. The game loads so fast, the load times are ridiculous. So much better. The game's optimized better, the frame rates are better, like, these are just some of the things that really pull me into the game so far. And I just know it's gonna get better. So over time, once they get a lot of the bugs figured out, once they get a lot of other stuff figured out, you can't expect it to be a perfect game right off the bat. Again, I think it was valid to have the high expectations that we did. And to me, for the most part, I think it's met a lot of my expectations because I managed my expectations a little bit better in the sense of comparing it from base game to base game. So I can't wait to see what DLC we get for the game, though. I think it's going to be really fun. But I'm having a blast with the game, personally. Park looks great. Thanks for your feedback. Yeah. But yeah, if for those that feel like they need those features that Planet Coaster 1 has, that Planet Coaster 2 still is missing, again, I think it's completely valid that and makes sense that people might not want to move to the second game until it's a fuller game, until we get more of those free updates, because we have a lot of free updates we have to get too. So but for me, a lot of the quality of life updates have been completely worth it. Obviously we don't have as much scenery, we don't have as much, of a lot of things, but a lot of the, DLC rides and coasters have made it over that were DLC in Planet Coaster 1, but they're in the base game of Planet Coaster 2, so definitely not going back to Planet Coaster 1. Planet Coaster 2 is definitely better. Graphics, indeed. Yeah, the graphics, man, just... But I absolutely love the game so far. It's been incredible. And then the pathing, I don't think I can go back to Planet Coaster 1 paths. There's just no way. Being able to plop the rides directly onto paths intersect a lot easier. Being able to fill in gaps are easier. The editing tool is amazing. Like, man, I just can't. It would be way too hard to go back. Anyways, that's my 2 cents and everything. if it means anything, but me personally, I would totally recommend the game for anyone. And I understand a lot of the feedback or a lot of negative negatives that the game received at launch, but yeah, the thing with the new path tool, it's a little overwhelming because you have so many options, right? So many options with the new pathing tool. And it's just knowing what tools to use for what situation. After you figure it out, pathing is such a dream in this game. It's so satisfying. Yeah, I love, like, approaching the water park, and now you have that. I like the placement. I think I did good placement with those slides. They look good. They really pop too, like those colors. Whitewater and Planet Coaster 2. I'm tempted to try my hand at that recreation. I think I could make it work. We got the Midwest Waves Water Park. Pizza Bin. We have a Splash Emporium. We have a tipping bucket, of course. Blueprint I made that is available on the Frontier Workshop if anyone wants.
wants to have it, you know, more than welcome. I did put it on the workshop. We have our wave pool that we put in. Start very shallow, and then you kind of go down in here. Very, very neat. I've heard the game sucks because it's on console too, and some content is missing. I mean, there is features missing from Planet Coaster 1 that, or in the game that were in Planet Coaster 1, but it's stuff that we're gonna get later on, you know. And you gotta remember that these features weren't in Planet Coaster 1 when it first launched either, so they came in later updates. So I think like hotels and restaurants will be in the game. I think they're just gonna come later and a free update, and they will be a lot better than what they were in Planet Coaster 1. If we can get restaurants like we do in Planet Zoo, I think that would be really nice. I love walking around in first person, by the way. Really makes your park feel a little bit more real. Just walking around here in the first person mode. Which I love the new first person mode, by the way. The only thing I don't care for is you can only be on paths. You can't go off paths in the first person mode. Which isn't like the worst thing in the world, but I feel like you should be able to. What you looking at with your big old binocular? Oh, we jumped into the pool. Whoopsie. Should have added interactive staff buildings like Planet Zoo, though. Yeah, I do wish they had, like, the interiors, but I can understand maybe from an optimization standpoint. I feel like theme parks are just a little bit more... There's a lot more to them when it comes to, you know, trying to optimize these things, but yeah, it was some really cool small details in those. But I imagine it's probably due to optimization reasons. They want to keep the game running smooth. They really prioritize optimization in this game. And you can tell. Even have these little backstage areas for the distributors. What's going on there? Thankfully, my crowds in this park are actually not the worst when it comes to, like... There's been an issue with, like, a lot of congestion in parks. But this park's actually been pretty good so far. I think once we spread it out, like, the worst area has been, like, the Ferris wheel here. Of course, to be fair, it's the only, like, dry park ride there is right now. So... Anyways, we have Gelato Bros and Slush Hour. But yeah, I love just walking around in first person. Hot Dog Squad. Da 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 da, bum bum bum. It's actually would be a good screenshot. I'm taking a screenshot here. Don't walk in front of my picture. Yeah, that's a good screenshot. I've noticed like I've really enjoyed making slides and stuff more than so than I thought I would. It's pretty impressive for me because like I wasn't that big on needing water parks in Planet Coaster, but I've enjoyed them a lot more than I thought I would, to say the least. As you can tell, I've worked more on the water parks side of things in this park than anything else, so. He was excited to jump in. Yeah, I can't wait to fill in this park a little more. Be really nice. Really nice. Scenery brush, yeah. I don't use it for like these areas. I'm mostly gonna use it for like outside my areas and just filling like when I want like a lot of trees in a spot and such. That's when I want to use it. I feel like so. Bum, ba, dum, ba, dun, 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 dun. I am getting a little bit tired though. I'd hate to get off, but park looks like it would have a great safari. I wonder if they'd add some animal exhibits with the DLC. Probably not. I really don't see it happening. Mostly because of Planet Zoo. So. Here we could get a good view here in the Ferris wheel. Wait, why are your glasses popping in and on and off? Interesting. Hmm. Should make a gondola for the water park to make hill thrill slides. I mean, that would be pretty cool. But I do like that I'm adding like some terrain aspects to my park a little bit. Like there's not all flat land. You got some sloped areas. It's not all perfectly flat. Man, I wish people would ride these again. I'm not queuing that long to go on Body Flume number 5. All right. Ugh. Getting pretty tired. I might head off. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to. I really don't want. I want to keep working on it. Of course, I haven't really worked on it much in the last however many minutes now. I've been just looking around and talking about stuff. So. I could look a little bit more into the workshop, though, if we wanted to. I'll go ahead and upload these changes, though. Started on Lazy River. General details added. Upload notes for myself, I guess. Because I'm the... Well, I mean... Fluffy's also in this too, but we could check on Iowa Adventure. Updated on the leaderboards. Hey, this one's actually got bronze now. The Iowa Adventure's not even established yet. Let's see, has he done anything? I was the last one in it. And all I did was change fountain from default to slow. So nothing's changed because I was the last one in there, so... Alright, let's take a look at the community. I don't know if there's been a whole lot of work done in here. Riverside Adventure. It's by T-Bone. And then I started Winland Adventure. I don't think anyone's gone in here, though. Yeah, just me. How do you make a nice slope? So what I did was use the same depth. Or what I did was put a couple of I used the stamp builder to build just outside of the lazy river, like a few spots. Use the same depth, and then you use the edit tool, grab the pieces, and then you can actually change the depth from there, and it'll smooth it out between the pieces or from the spots. I mean, it's easier to, if I would visually show you, but I'm not in a park right now. Edgewood Adventures. This is J-Trains. Yeah, it's kind of weird trying to get those correct. Let's just view the park. I haven't actually looked at this one yet. Or actually I did look at this one, but he didn't have much done yet. I want to see what he's been up to. Yeah, he's and a GCI. The GCI has some glitches with it. Why is the lift hill so fast, J-Trains? Why is the lift hill so fast? Okay, so he hasn't done much. He built the wood coaster. Yeah, there's a glitch with the GCI model that the supports are all jank and messed up and don't work properly. Hopefully that gets fixed. Anyways, I was hoping he had more than that, but go check on the other one. T-Bones Park. Riverside. We're just gonna go view it. See how it's going. Alright. Nice. Riverside Adventure. We got a nice little entrance plaza. And he's built a wood coaster. Very small, short wood coaster. With very minimal brake run, it looks like. Oh, wait, it's right here. Right at the start of the park. Oh, there's a little pizza pen. Pizza pen. And a grand carousel. But man, I love these load times, man. So much faster. And then we have my park, or Windland Adventure. We keep sticking with the theme of adventure, I guess. I kind of just started off with just like a little generic entrance. Nothing too shabby. Nothing too fancy, I mean. Too shabby, I meant too fancy. Maybe a simple little parking lot, nothing crazy. Very simple. My idea was I was going to do this, and then like whoever wanted to build in it can, you know. But no one's touched each other's park, which is, you know, kind of defeats the purpose of having this collaboration stuff. Is you all work on the parks together, but everyone decided to make their own park. So, but I guess if they want to like ask each other, like, hey, can you work on this or help me with this? You know, they can. So. All right, let me show you what I did. I can show you what I did on mine. I'll just go into a sandbox and show you real quick. Tropical. Oh, easy river. I'm not gonna save it, so. Yeah, I was messing with it a little bit, and I finally kind of figured it out what the best idea for it is. So we're gonna go pools and quickly there. Boom, boom, boom. I have mine around 6 or 7. But let's say we make just a quick lazy river, like, it doesn't have to be nice. And say I want to do like an entrance right here. I'm on the swimming depth right now, but we'll do the stamp builder. And basically I'll just do something like this. And then all you have to do is we'll hit the edit tool here. Grab your corners. Grab all of this right here. And then you'll see this little button right here. That's where you can actually change the depth. So if you do it this way, it's actually going to smooth your depths out a little bit better. Now, you could also go around the corners here. Also add those. Do it that way, but that one's a little jank, but let's try here and here. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Well, maybe not. That's why I think what I did is I just did the end here. And and then just raise it up. Gosh dang it. Just raise it all the way up, kind of like that. And then the last thing I did was I kind of smoothed this out by taking this and well, it's not wanting to do what it's not doing, like, that's what I was wanting. It was that right there. It's not wanting to do that side. Unfortunately, we can take this here too. You can kind of see what I mean though. Kind of. It's a little finicky, but that's kind of what I was doing. Alright, let's try it again over here, maybe. Stamp builder. Maybe we can do it kind of like this. And grab our end. Lift it up. Does it only work that good with squares? I suppose it just kind of depends. See, if I was to go like over here with these points and move it up from here, you'll kind of do it like that, but like you've got to be some points are a little, I mean, to me, it's the easiest way to smooth it out a little bit, the best way. And you can get precise depth too. Like, instead of just like presets, you can actually go literally pull it to anywhere. Sometimes it's like, you know, with nothing. You can literally pull it to anything you want, but so yeah, edit tool is your friend. You can use it and allow it to be your friend. But again, it's not always the easiest. But yeah. Very, very good. You know what? I keep forgetting to turn my alerts on. So if we get like new subs, I can thank them. Swimming pool 1 is unsafe. Oh no. Anyways, that's how you I mean, I'm no expert. I'm still kind of learning myself, trying to figure some stuff out myself, so. But, yeah, I think that's, gonna about do it for me tonight, guys. Pretty tired. I gotta work tomorrow again. So, appreciate you guys being here and watching. Hopefully I'll get a video out tomorrow if I have enough time in the morning to edit some videos. You know, I'll try and get another video out, and we'll probably be live again tomorrow night, so be sure to be there if you guys want to see more Planet Coaster 2 content, because we're going to be doing a lot of it. So appreciate you guys being here. You guys are awesome, as always. Always appreciate all the support. Hope you guys are also enjoying Planet Coaster 2 as much as I have. I'm super excited to see. I'm just excited because I got so much I want to do in the game. So, yeah. But thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button because we're gonna be doing a lot of Planet Coaster 2 content. And I mean, we've been streaming it every day since it came out. So, but thanks so much for being here, guys, and have a great day and cool morale. See you guys next time. Thanks and goodbye, everybody.